Hello kids, how are you doing? This is Declan here. I'm Alana's dad, and I'm going to talk about what I do for work. So I'm involved in the construction of buildings, and I'm a structural engineer. So structural engineer's job is to make sure that the building stands up and doesn't fall down. So one project I was involved in recently was out at Expo 2020, and the name of the project was New Zealand Pavilion. So I was on site every day looking at the construction of the foundations, and as you can see in this photograph, the steel frame. So there's a lot of work involved in construction the steel frame. All the columns and the beams need to be bolted together, and you need cranes on site to lift these big steel beams into place. You can see the workers there connecting the cross bracing and the bolts to make sure that everything is safe. So once this steel frame is done, we then put what we call the cladding, and you can see it there in the photograph, the grey area. This is, at this stage in the project, the walls are installed and some of the finishes are added. All the electrical cables, the water pipes, the air conditioning, and you can see the front of the building there. It's going to look nice when it's finished because the architect has got some nice stone finishes to add. We'll see it later. And then inside in the building we have some very nice skylights there, and what we built in this area is some restaurants and a bar and an area for the adults to have some meetings and talk about stuff. This is a picture of me doing some inspections to make sure that the walls are being installed correctly. And here in the photograph you can see the black cladding, which is a very, very nice plastic cladding that was brought all the way from New Zealand by ship all the way to Dubai. So you can see here, looks very, very nice. And this is the building at night. We put some lights behind the cladding and you can see the nice shapes. And here also there's a restaurant in the building, so we had to put in all the kitchen equipment for the chef to cook the food. And you can see here the nice fancy lights that are hanging from the roof. And also this timber that you see in the picture is brought all the way on a big ship from New Zealand. And here we have just some photographs of the progress at the beginning of the project. And now this was the final product, which we're very, very proud of. And then when Expo opened, my lovely wife Wen took a picture of me in front of the finished building. And this is Alana and her brother Lucas talking to a guy named Opti.